give me your perspective on what seems to me to be the rise in ransomware attacks, which perhaps is linked to the success of them as well, and what measures companies should be taking to protect themselves.
If you look at the digitization and working from anywhere that has happened in the last 16 months, it has really given rise to attacks. And bad actors have fundamentally understood that data is the key IP for everything in the business, and they are directly going after data. And they have found backup as a vulnerability point because legacy backup systems is completely vulnerable, and 2 out of the 3 attacks is attacking backup system. And ransomware bad actors, they actually attack backup and put your production down and ask for ransom. The best defense mechanism against ransomware is really having a quality backup platform that allows you to get up and running very, very fast.
Now, John, backups help, but often in these cases lately, we've seen the ransomware attackers saying, we're going to divulge your confidential information if you don't pay us, not just keep the information you have. And so they're trying to add this extra incentive to pay. Doesn't that complicate this, where backup alone doesn't save you if you don't have your most sensitive data, your secrets protected as well?
Well, it speaks to the importance of the platform. And many of the historical or long-serving platforms don't have immutability, don't have built-in firewall protection, don't have all the things that are necessary in today's environment, yet they are prevalent in the marketplace. Candidly, that's why Rubrik has done so well, because their platform is, in fact, modern. It does have embedded security. Ironically enough, in 2005, when I acquired Veritas, the belief that we had at the time was that we needed to integrate security more deeply into backup and recovery. And lo and behold, here we are some 15 or more years later, and that problem still exists.
You know, you can put all of these systems and layers and technology in place, but many experts say that preventing bigger future cybersecurity attacks will require a much greater degree of coordination between private and public. Do you think, Bipul, that the U.S. is making progress on this front?
The U.S. is definitely making progress. Biden administration has really made the cybersecurity as core part of their agenda. They came up with this zero trust principles, and which is now the NIST principle that the government is encouraging everyone to follow. In fact, we built Rubrik with the zero trust data management with data firewall built into it. And the core principles of this new Biden administration zero trust is trust no one, authenticate everything, and assume that everything else is compromised. And that's where the world is going, and that's where the real defense against ransomware and other future cyber attacks will come from.
John, same question to you. Do you think that the U.S. is making progress in terms of that coordination between the private and public sector, especially when it comes to or compared to other countries like Russia or China, which arguably have much deeper integration?
Well, I think we are making good progress. There has been or have been a number of meetings between the government and various, candidly, large tech companies on the security issue. And quite frankly, I think as time evolves, we'll have to adopt a set of practices that are more common and more jointly or commonly applied more across the businesses in this country. That being said, I think the Biden administration is off to a good start, at least alerting people to the emerging problems and, quite frankly, suggesting actions that need to be taken. I was with a group just this week where many, many years ago when I was at Symantec, we started an organization called the Cybersecurity Industry Alliance. And the group of leaders that I was with just this week finally concluded we need to restart that organization because we need to have top leaders of security companies interact with and engage with the top leaders in government. And that's what moved the agenda back in the early 20s, if you will, or 2000s. But it's now time to do it again.